Hi everyone, my name is Vendik and you are welcome to the channel. So as the topic is today, we are going to treat previous day liquidity. Okay, it's a strategy that I I, I do trade and it's very effective. Okay, so I'm bringing this to you so that you can backtest this. Okay, please don't forget to do the YouTube business, subscribe and then share so that other people will get to it. So without further ado, let's get to the chart. So this is how the concept is. All right, so let's take for example. All right, you have a trending market. You have a trending market where you have something like this. Okay, let's say you have a trending market where you have something like this. Okay, then kind of a normal market structure that we know. Okay, let's say this is a, let's take this as a 15 minutes time frame. Okay, let's take this as a 15 minutes time frame, and then what we are looking at is paraventure. We have a kind of sort of liquidity sitting in previous day. Okay, if the market is bullish on the trend, you will tend to retest that liquidity. All right, so in this scenario we have something like this. For example, let me use candle. Let's say we have a candle closing bullish. Right, let me use this. Let's say we have a candle closing bullish. Okay, we have a candle closing bullish and continuously closing bullish. Right, so what we should be looking at is the next candle that will open. Let's assume this is a, let's assume this is a daily time frame. Okay, let's assume this is a daily time frame and we are having something like this on a daily time frame. Okay, we are having something like this. So a candle continuously closing bullish. Okay, and the trend of the market is bullish and we are not sitting on any resistance. If you follow the channel very well, you will know that I do speak about previous resistance, that I don't enter market, I don't trade into resistance. Okay, I trade only clean candles. Okay, so if you look at your left and you have clean candles, then you have a clean move like this. Okay, on a daily time frame, and you're expecting the for the next day to be bullish too. Okay, so it is not actually very nice. It's not advisable for you to just get into the market at the opening of the day. Right, you might kind of have a fake out. Okay, because in this candle you don't know where the previous liquidity is, so market will tend to fill up the previous liquidity before it head upward. Okay, so in a situation like that, the liquidity might be somewhere here. Right, the liquidity might be somewhere here. You can never can tell, it can be somewhere here. So anywhere that last liquidity is, okay, market will tend to drop down when market opens. If market opens, all right, market opens, it will tend to drop down in a lower time frame and then catch up with that liquidity before you start heading upward. Okay, so that's definitely what market will do. Sorry, my drawing is really bullshit, but that's not, it's just normal trading we are looking at, not drawing. Okay, so this is what you'll be looking at. So the market, the trade, the charts would end up being like something like this. Will end up being something like this. Okay, then you will have a week. Right, you have a week. Okay, in that candle you have a week like this coming to grab that liquidity. Okay, you have a week like this coming inside to grab that liquidity. All right, so what you should be looking at, if you're already on a trending market, this work mostly 80 something percent of the time. Okay, I just say I should share this. Okay, it's not something, it is a strategy you can backtest, and this is anything that makes the market not to be complicated. I'm a fan of it. All right, so if you need something to add to your trading, okay, one thing is that, one thing about candle is that when it opens you always have a wick, then you have a close. Okay, so what you should be looking at is always, if it is bullish movement, you buy at every week. Okay, and then the week of the day, and then you try to find yourself so that you can get into the market towards the week of the day. Okay, the week that the market will create in that candle, then so that you can have a good risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that's just how it is. So this on a lower time frame will look something like this. Okay, this on a lower time frame will look something like this. It's really gonna look something like this. Let's say you're gonna have opening of the day. So the chart will look something like this. You have kind of a opening of the day, then you have a sort of movement downward, crapping the previous day liquidity, and then you have an expansion, okay, towards the end of the day. Okay, so this is what you will get. Okay, the candle will look something like this on a lower time frame, maybe 15 minutes or so. So what we are looking at is for you to get into the market at the previous liquidity. Where is the previous liquidity? This impulsive bounce back will always happen. If you look at it, it's going to happen on a previous day liquidity, all right, before the market head upward. And then if you are familiar with the channel, there's something we call setup one, right? So if you didn't get that option, because most of this movement happening during Asian section, where everybody, especially if you are staying in London and then you are using Nigeria, you are staying in Nigeria, you are going to have this, most of this move happen towards midnight, so you might not be awake. So what you will look at for is to get it, you get a setup one, all right. You can now get into the market after setup one is being displayed. So you look at setup one here, this gives you opportunity to buy to the upside. But if you get in here, it's a very nice way. So you just look at for a setup one structure, maybe at 5 minutes or 15 minutes towards the zone, and then it gives you a straight move to this other option. So if you still get another um, and this is setup one here, this will give you another setup for you to drive the market for the rest of the day. So it is an effective strategy that you can just decide to keep it very simple. But this work mostly on a trending market. So if you are ranging, please don't try it. You'll get stopped out. Okay, it works 100% of the time when the market is really trending. But if the market is actually average, okay, because since last month, the last 2 months till now, the market really, the movement on the market is not really that good. Okay, so when next we should be having movement should be next year, maybe February or March. All right, so if GJ can reverse or whatever you are trading, you should be having most of the move during the middle of the year. Okay, depending on the economy actually, sure. So you should be looking at this. So whatsoever time frame you're going to do this, you can do this with 4 hours, you can do this with 1 hour. Okay, just that the lower you step down, okay, the more you can get more noise. Okay, so daily time frame, that means you are going to hold the trade for the rest of the day. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me remove all drawings so that I can show you most of the examples on a real chart. Okay, let me show you some of the examples on a real chart. Let me remove drawing. Okay, so let's go to daily time frame. Okay, let's go to daily time frame so that I can just anything you are doing. Okay, always look at a current price action. Okay, so DXY is not really looking good currently. That's why I said it's not good on a ranging market. So if you can be able to close, if you are able to close above this range, okay, if you are trading setup one, you will know that this is setup one playing out here, but on a daily time frame. So so we have this range to trade. Okay, we have from here whatsoever where we close, we have from here to somewhere like this. Okay, so we have, if we close here today, we are looking for to to get this range. We'll get this range filled, okay, before we have another price action. Okay, so from here to this point, we'll get a filled before we have another price action, because here is LTA, we have clean candles here. So there's a high probability after setup one has been displayed here, we're going to get a clean move till we get to this resistance. Okay, before we get to this resistance, that's when we can look for another set of price action setting up itself. So that's it. So if we close here today, okay, so tomorrow on DXY, we should be looking for a clean move to this resistance. All right, clean move to this resistance. So you can't just come and then buy from the opening of the day expecting it to go. No, you may stay in a drawdown because you don't know where the previous liquidity is. So if you go down to, let me say, 15 minutes, on this chart, right? Okay, you can see clearly where the previous day liquidity is. Okay, there's a little liquidity here. So where you should be looking at to buy should be somewhere here. This is to tick. Okay, so this is liquidity one. Okay, this is another one. Okay, so any of these can kick out um, tomorrow's move, all right, on the XY, all right. If we close today bullish like this, so any of this can kick out as tomorrow move, or normally we can reverse within the day, coming to this zone, all right, waiting for tomorrow's move, right. Immediately tomorrow open, then we just hit from this other block and then we move upward. So that's the two things market does, right? So market like this was a move, right? This was the opening of the day. It just dropped down a little, grab this liquidity, and it moves. If you check it, it happens most of the time. It happens most of the time. Opening of the day, this is previous day liquidity. It doesn't mean it's going to be happening all the time. Okay, this is previous day liquidity. So the market didn't come back. All right, it didn't get there. Opening of the day, the market just zoom off for the rest of the day, right? I think this is weekend, right? This gap happened in a weekend. Okay, and this will be weekend. No, no weekend. No weekend. This is Tuesday. This Wednesday. So I think opening of the day just give a serious gap. All right. I think that happened when we are having a shift in zone. Okay. I think New York got late a little bit with us. I think that was that day that we have this. Okay, so if you backtest this very well, and I said again, please always make sure you are looking at it from a trendy market. Okay, if the price action, if the structure of the market is not looking clean, all right, you're gonna get stuck on a days like this. Okay, that's why I was saying that. Okay, this is almost a 1 week movement and it's not looking nice. Okay, it's not a trending. Okay, so each time you have a trending move like this, okay, this is previous day liquidity, so it grab from I think 2 days on. So market tends to always grab liquidity before it moves. So if you come to the, let's say, the main structure we are looking at, by trading only one candle, all right, by trading only one candle, this is what we are looking at. Okay, this is what we are looking at. Every candle does the same thing. Okay, let's just take here. I think this 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, a whole week, let's say 1 week movements. All right, this was the close of the day. This was the close of the day. This is what I'm trying to explain. This is the close of the day and this is the opening of the day. So we tend to deep inside previous day, all right, before we expand. This one too, all right, we deep inside previous day. So if you look at this, it's coming inside, and most of these things happen when it is news. Okay, this must be news, right? And then this one open, the opening of the day deep in, and it couldn't finish it up. This one open deep in. This deep in must be on a liquidity, scrapping liquidity somewhere, and then it moves. So that's the exact thing market does all the time. Opening of the day, this is when market close. Opening of the day, you see a wick drop in and it move. Opening of the day, drop in, it move. Opening of the day, drop in, it moves. So days like this, all right, the liquidity will fail, and which is a day you just hit your stop loss, which is normal. All right, so when it happens like this, you don't know the next direction of the market, so there is high probability you will stop in a range, or you stuck in a range, or there's going to be a reversal. So you wait for this strategy. Works mostly when the market is trending. So when market is trending, make sure you don't buy into previous resistance, okay, and don't sell into previous support. All right, just backtest this, and then you can ask whatsoever question you have. If you don't understand it, I can give you details more on this. All right, so if you want me to do a part 2 where I will do detailed explanation on this, just leave a comment on it. Don't forget to do the YouTube business, subscribe and then share so that other people will get to it.